Well, there's no real easy way to say this, but
You're a simp.
look, you're a simp.
You're a simp. You're a simp. No, you've never been a pimp. You're a simp.
Okay, welcome to the Simcast. I'm going to start this episode off with a disclaimer saying that we'll be talking about a very sensitive subject in this episode. So, you've been warned. Be wary. Scary Terry. Glenn, you can unmute now.
Yeah, speaking of politics, you just freaking took away my freedom of speech.
For very good reasons.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you are.
I don't want you to know who you are.
This is America.
So where do we start?
Yeah.
I think what happened, 3 days ago?
Wednesday.
3 days ago.
Oh,
It was three. It was
the attack on the Capitol.
It was 3 days ago, unless you count today as number 4.
Yeah, well, I wasn't counting today as number 4, but yes.
It was because when I say 3 days ago, I normally start where I would go back. That would be 1,
That
then
doesn't
2,
matter.
then 3. Okay, that
That
doesn't matter. But like
That's how it works. That is actually how it works. If you
what I said.
3 days ago, yes.
Yeah.
Kyle, you're right. That's how it works. So, yeah. So, very
That was disgusting.
crazy, disgusting situation. Yeah, not very proud to be an American. Not that day at least.
Yeah, very unlucky.
There's very
super unlucky.
few days where I don't feel proud to be in this country, and that was one of those days.
Yeah, for this past year, I think that describes my mood. But
Yeah,
I mean,
it's better than in most places. I will say
true,
that.
true. Oh yeah, 100%.
yeah,
but
I mean,
Not denying
I
that,
would
but that
say
was
out of
just
the first world countries. No offense
that's
to like anyone.
I'm just gonna say this: when people try to argue, sometimes they use that as an actual argument. I'm not saying that you were doing that, John. We're just, but I'm just
saying.
yeah,
But,
exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just looking on the upside.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm just exactly, and I agree. I'm just saying that I don't know. I just want to say this, but some people,
graceful.
yeah, some people, I mean, try to use an argument like, oh, well, it could be worse or could be that. Like that's not an argument. That's just
No.
Oh,
I
no,
agree. I'm
that
just
doesn't really
looking on the
change
upside.
anything.
Yeah, but no, I completely agree. I mean, I think we're very lucky to live in as rich of a country as we do. We live in one of the richest countries in the world.
not only that, but living in like such
lot
an
of us are very
accepting
fortunate.
country.
Exactly.
Yeah, that too.
And obviously, I mean, with our country, we're the melting pot of pretty much all cultures. So there's going to be some problems that occur from that, right? There's always tensions from that and stuff like that. But I think that also makes us great because we're very diverse, and I think that's something we should look at it in a positive light. At least I do, and I think a lot of people do. So
I mean, to be fair, like while we were like one of the first melting pots nowadays among first world countries, at least, like if you look at the UK now, I mean, it's pretty diverse.
oh no, 100%.
Brexit.
I don't think the UK is as diverse as we are though.
Brexit exists.
Well, they don't really have Hispanic.
No, they haven't been as diverse as long as us, but I would say they're very
getting
close.
They're getting there.
We have literally. We have obviously we have just about everyone. We have Asians, white people, Hispanics, black people, Native Americans.
Everything.
Well, I mean,
you pretty much
I'm
named.
actually glad you
What's
brought up
left of
Native
them?
Americans because not just because we were one of the first, if not the first melting pot, at least in modern civilization. That doesn't mean necessarily it started out good. That it didn't start out.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course, yeah. No one's saying that. I mean,
But
I
uh,
argue that is.
I mean, in Britain, they just mostly have white, black, and Indian people.
No, they have Asians. What are you talking about?
They have Asian.
Never
It's
seen a
not
really
as
Asian
spread out as us, which I mean, we're still not.
Plus,
I mean,
India
still-
is in Asia.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Ben's brother walking in the
Sup,
background.
Owen?
Ben, pull out the strap. Pull out the strap.
Throw the barbell at him.
I'm about to. I'm actually about to. Look, it's one thing. It's fine if he just walked in here and just like I was like, okay, can you please leave? And he left. He just stood there and stared at me for like 15 seconds. That's
Is he still there? You keep looking back.
the door's open and he's probably listening in because that's what he does
Throw
sometimes.
the barbell.
But I'm about to. All right, whatever.
Throw the
I
book
just-
at him.
I don't know. I'm just not gonna look anymore. He might just spy on me. I don't know.
And he
Um,
just comes in, but like you don't hear him. He just comes in behind you and starts lifting weights.
Or he chokes me. I don't know. Yeah. Uh. Anyways, before that interruption, that I would apologize for, but then again, I can't really control that.
Control your
So-
brother. You own him.
Yeah, true. I'm higher in the food chain. Anyways,
Oh.
I think that, I mean, we're still, obviously as a nation, we're still predominantly white, but you know, by
we're
we
getting-
are.
Well, no,
we
the
are.
Hispanics are
We
going to
are.
beat white people
Yeah,
out pretty soon.
Yeah,
yeah,
in
Eventually,
the next
yeah.
few years, it's
Not eventually, very soon.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
3
Almost
years.
equals right now.
in the
Well,
next few years.
what's
Yeah,
the percentage? What's the percentage of Hispanics in the United States?
I can look that up right now.
Isn't it like then like predicted in like the next 3 to 5 years they're gonna be the majority? I've heard that on like I've heard that in my civics class back when I was a junior.
18%. 18%.
Yeah,
18%.
that's not even close to what we are. That's not
Well,
even
what?
close.
What's the percentage of white people?
It's like, here, hold on.
73%. 73%.
Yeah.
73.
Yeah. Because African Americans are like what, 13-14% or something, and Asians are like even less than that. I think.
Actually, white people are 59.7% of the population right now.
Yeah. Okay.
the
that
United
actually makes
States.
a lot more sense.
Yeah, about to say that
oh,
didn't make it. That didn't make too much sense.
18% was from a couple years ago.
Still though, I doubt they're gonna overtake us. At least, maybe 10 years or like 15 years. I think that could possibly be a thing, but I don't think. I don't think, like, even with immigration, mass immigration, and obviously birth rates, I don't think that's how it'll work, at least right
Well,
now.
in Hispanic people, it says they are. Oh well, yeah, I don't think it matters that much. But what were you saying, Ben?
All I was saying is, obviously we have our predominant, like, there's always going to be a majority of people no matter what, but I think it's going to close in eventually where,
Oh yeah.
there's going to be more more of a spread of demographics, more of a, what I mean? And I think that's, I mean, I think whatever happens with that is pretty cool, but I think that'll
Yeah.
be cool,
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So you guys want to say anything else about the Capitol? I mean,
I
Did
mean,
we even talk about the Capitol specifically?
we
yeah.
didn't really talk
Yeah.
about
That
it.
one
it
motherfucker.
was
What's his name?
really-
Hold up. I'm gonna Google his name.
The
Oh, the
politics
guy who's
guy?
at the podium?
No. Who was the guy who sat in
Sat in the speaker's chair.
Pelosi's? How do I spell Pelosi? I'm gonna guess.
It's Pelosi.
Pelosi's.
Pelosi.
Pelosi's.
It's
death.
Italian. She's Italian. She's a part of the mob.
He was
my
Richard
grandma.
Barnett. Richard Barnett was his
Nice.
name. He was arrested by police, taken, and he literally admitted it on a video that he was the one who sat there.
I think it's really funny how The Simpsons predicted what the guy wore to the Capitol. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there's a picture of The Simpsons. I wouldn't necessarily call
It's
it
Willie
predicting.
who's wearing it. It was
But-
Willie who was wearing it, the Scottish guy. It was more or less from the. He was more like their at least goal with that one was they were mimicking the one movie with who's the one guy, in that one like movie about like Scotland fucking attacking.
Braveheart?
I think so. Yeah,
Braveheart. Yeah.
That's a
we're talking
great
Mel
movie.
Gibson.
Mel Gibson. That's who it was. It was
Great,
Mel
yeah.
Gibson's thing. And
Crazy
they were,
dude, but not a bad actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not a bad actor, but the guy's a literal.
He's a nutcase.
Wait, I forgot that-
masochist.
Masochist, not case. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very interesting fellow. But
Injustice 2 was added to Game Pass.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was awesome. I'm gonna close my door. I'm like really I just don't
Just
like it being
looks
open.
outside and sees
feel
Owen
that.
just stare him into his soul.
I like how he's so terrified of his brother.
My
Also,
brother's
by
a
the way, this
weirdo,
probably
bro.
has to be the most inoffensive take on what happened on the Capitol like ever.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
agree.
If
very
you
offensive.
were there, you were a retard.
True.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. No, I feel like there should have been a lot more brute force. And by brute force, I mean like
Murder.
They should
the
have. So
very
first off,
minimum.
okay, this is probably going to get controversial, but if we're going off what happened during the George Floyd protest, all right, I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm not saying I would have been happy had this happened, but going off what happened, a lot of people should have died. Yeah, on
If they were any
on this
color other
citizen.
than white, they would have been shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, it's really disappointing. I mean, not our entire police force, but the police there were just a joke.
The Jersey police has
Not
done
to
more
mention
for this Capitol
they
incident.
they let them in.
The Jersey police have done more for this Capitol incident than the Capitol police.
Yeah, that's disappointing. I mean, they shouldn't have been able to get up the steps.
It's
They
very
were
weird.
trying to they were trying to what's it called?
They
I
built
really
a
just forgot what I
fucking.
was
They
gonna say.
built
But they
a
built
scaffold
a
with it. They
gallows.
built a gallows there. They
Well,
built a
not only that,
gallows.
but they were yelling, "Hang Mike Pence." I mean, I don't exactly like the
Mike.
guy.
No, they literally went there for Pence. You know that? They
Yeah,
were going
they
there for the
went there
other
to hang
Democratic
Mike
senators,
Pence because
but
they
they were
wanted to,
going there. They were going there for him.
they were calling him a traitor because he told Trump that he lost and to stand down.
I thought that wasn't
He
until
told-
after the event.
No,
No.
he
No,
no,
he
they literally
told Pence. No, what Pence told him is that he can't change the he can't change the outcome of the election. He literally has no legal way of doing that.
Yeah.
And now
even
people
if
are
he
trying to
said
get
it,
thrown out with the
just
25th
other
or
senators would have
impeached.
just.
Yeah.
Now people
Yeah.
are trying to get thrown out with the 25th Amendment or impeachment, but by the time that would even go through, he's already going to be out of office. You see about the rumor?
Well, I think they
the,
can impeach him so he can't run again.
you to hear
Nancy Pelosi, they she made it so that or she talked with one of the generals, I think, or something, or something like that, so Trump couldn't access the nuclear launch codes, which is good to say the least.
Do you see about the second attack that's going to happen on the 17th?
No, that's going to happen on the 20th. There's a protest.
It's the
scheduled for
17th. They're attacking. They're planning. There's a huge thing about them. I'm going to attack the Capitol again on the 17th.
Well, I heard it was going to be the 20th. I heard it's scheduled for the 20th.
I saw the 17th
I figured they were going
everywhere.
to try and kill Biden. I'm not going to lie. I figured I'm almost convinced that they're going
If
to
either
kill
okay,
Biden,
They have
if they
to
kill
shield him
Biden,
when he
they're
does his
they're
inauguration.
fucked. If they realize if they kill Biden, if
But
Biden
then someone
dies,
worse will get in. Nancy
yeah,
Pelosi.
no,
Well,
Pelosi
Harris.
won't get in. Kamala.
Kamala
Or,
Harris. would.
Not Nancy Pelosi. I meant Kamala. How the
Kamala.
fuck you say her
You're
name?
not thinking. You're
Kamala.
not thinking
Kamala
left
Harris.
enough.
Kamala
You're
Harris.
not
Yeah.
thinking left enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just had a retard moment. Not Nancy Pelosi. Kamala Harris. She'll get in, and she's just too socialist, in
Yeah, I
my
agree.
opinion.
I agree.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Her policies are very, very left leaning in terms of what she's done.
I mean, that's
It-
not all bad, but I mean, like, it's
I mean,
kind of
left
okay.
leaning
much for
isn't
me.
the issue. It's just like if it's an extreme is the issue.
The
That's
big
what- that's
issue.
why I
Obviously,
said
we've
too
seen
left-leaning.
what
Again,
it's
the
like
entire
when you
point
have
of
a
the-
president that's too far right leaning.
I think the entire point of this election was less about getting someone good in and more about getting Trump out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we could do, at least.
Yeah. I mean,
I was a fan of Andrew Yang. I thought he was really good.
I liked him too. I would have voted for him 100,000,000% if
JoJo.
Oh wait, what were some
Yeah.
of his things? Because I remember reading up on him. It's just been a hot minute.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't
He
really
got
think
out
his
early, right?
I didn't think his economic plan would work. Really, I honestly thought that him getting rid of Social
I mean, it would
Security.
work better than Bernie's, but I mean,
Yeah, it was.
that's
Oh,
fine.
Bernie
Okay, come on.
Sanders is a retard.
come
Okay,
on,
he's
come
a-
on. Anything's better than Bernie's tax plan.
That's
Anything's better
really
than Bernie's.
true.
And nothing
He
against
had
Bernie.
no
I
plan
respect that man.
whatsoever.
I respect
Honestly,
Bernie's tax. I respect
Bernie's a
Bernie, but
gamer.
Bernie.
feel the burn.
Honestly,
You gotta feel the burn.
The only reason I would have voted for Bernie Sanders.
It's because he has
was-
my Twitch Prime stub.
Oh well, that too, but also for free college because he said he wanted to give free college to everyone.
Which
I
I'm
don't
a
know,
big
man.
That
fan of
destroys
because
the
me and John
country.
are
That would
about. Well, all of
destroy
us
That
are going
would
into
destroy
college.
the country.
That would destroy the country.
That would destroy the country.
destroy the economy. And if you have no economy, you're
Kyle, honestly, I think
Uh,
what I think you should do is you should sneak into his house one night with Chess Darnaby and hold him at gunpoint for your free Twitch Prime sub.
What, big man burn?
you gotta feel the burn, man. You gotta feel the burn.
Bro, I
Um,
just if I ever showed up at Bernie's house, we'd just play Warzone all night.
Yeah, look, I really respect Bernie in the fact that he has stuck to his plans for
Honestly,
decades.
I
not
He's
with
not gonna.
Washington.
He's not just
This-
saying something
might
for
be
his
a hot take.
sponsors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this might be a
exactly.
hot take.
Yeah.
That's true. I agree with that. Bernie does stick to his word. But the one candidate that I really like who runs every year, Vermin Supreme.
Vermin Supreme.
What do you guys
Do you
think
guys
about?
not know who that is?
No, I was
He
gonna.
wears a boot on his head, and he wants zombies to run the country, and he wants to give everyone unicorns or ponies. I can't remember which.
We're gonna
But,
go to Assateague and Chincoteague again, Ben.
Oh God.
Kyle, look him up. Look up Vermin Supreme.
But no,
Vermin Supreme is a
the one-
hero. Thank you very
He
much.
is.
Fuck.
He's an
Now I forget
American
what I was gonna. Fuck. I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. What do you guys think about AOC?
Okay. I think that okay. I don't want to. I was gonna. I'm sorry. Look, I actually like some Democrats. I do. I mean, I tend to lean a little more right sometimes when it comes to policy, but I really don't like AOC. I think she has no grasp of what politics is. I don't know how she was elected at all because I swear to
Oh,
God,
yeah.
if an informed in 5th grader debated her, I swear to God, they'd win. I'm not even kidding
Wait,
you.
AOC?
She has no grasp of politics. She just
I agree.
she sometimes she
some of-
contradicts
wait a minute.
herself all the
Some
time.
of her policies aren't bad, I'd say. Some of them aren't bad, but otherwise she's just really uninformed, and I don't know. I don't know if you saw the Green New Deal thing, but they
Uh,
they absolutely destroyed her in the Green New Deal. They or I can after this
that is
done,
one
I
of the
can
worst
stream it.
documents I've ever read.
I can
The Green New Deal.
I can stream the absolute mockery that was the Green New Deal. But it was really funny how she just got absolutely annihilated in that. It was
I've heard from a lot of extreme left wing people that they want to be more communist, and then they're like also say print more money. And then what I plan on using when I go back, because I know my roommate always is like, why don't we print more money?
Explanation.
Yes, the monkey explanation. Monkey have one banana rare, banana valuable. Monkey, you make more banana for everyone. Banana not rare, banana not valuable.
That's perfect.
that
Dude, that is perfect. Holy shit.
Why use
There's
lot
also
word when
here.
few
Hold
word
up. Do you want to hear the
trick?
one? You want to hear the one where it
Wait.
explains why communism
Why-
doesn't work?
Why use lot word when few word do trick?
No.
Yes,
do you want
that
to
is a
hear?
good quote.
Do you want to hear the monkey one about why communism doesn't work?
Sure.
Hardworking monkey go forage, get banana to feed everyone. Lazy monkey don't work, get same amount as hardworking monkey. Hardworking monkey angry that he gets same amount as lazy monkey. Hardworking monkey no longer want to work. Everyone starve.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
look, I think
Why use lot word when few word do trick?
and I
That's
think
the motto.
as a country, we are in terms of, in a similar topic, I think some Americans are very scared when they hear the word socialism, and
Well,
I think
socialism
Because
isn't
it's
innately
been
bad.
it's been
Um,
associated too much with communism.
exactly.
well-
You gotta have some socialism in there. I think
Yeah,
you gotta have.
some socialist
Well,
things
you have to
aren't bad.
remember the Red Scare back in the day?
Mm-hmm. Yep. With
Yeah, we're just so
McCarthy,
petrified of the word socialism,
McCarthy,
but we have a lot of
police.
we have some socialist policies.
Because our
Technically.
republic is a capitalist socialist, kind of a mix between
I
the
thought
both.
we were a democratic republic.
We
Well, we
yeah,
are, but we're
that's our
capitalist.
political system, our economic system. It's different.
Yeah,
that's
our
the
economic
difference. That's one of the
capitalist
differences between communism and capitalism. Capitalism's just an economic system. Communism's a political system and an economic system.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I feel like going back to the whole capital thing, I feel like they should have used a lot more force. Flashbangs, tear gas, whatever. They shouldn't
Oh,
have
yeah.
been able to even reach the
There's a
steps.
clear distinct
was
bias, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree.
Yes.
But it was absolutely pathetic what our police force did. And I mean, they should have done so much more. You know what I mean? They went there to hang the vice president for speaking the truth. I mean, I don't like the guy, but I mean that they're on no grounds to kill him. He's not a traitor. He stood up for American democracy.
Exactly.
Or the
You know
fact
what I
that
mean?
vigilante justice is literally illegal.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, Batman be scared.
Yeah, I was about to say.
There
Police are
was
gonna get him.
I don't remember. I don't think it was at the Capitol, but I saw a video saying what took Batman so long to arrive, and it's like Batman arriving at like some kind of scene, and there was like a lot going on, and then just Batman's just vibing.
Well, they went into that with the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy that vigilante justice was illegal.
Yeah. Okay, so
Well,
do you
there was
guys
a real life, like it was supposed to be a real life superhero, and he was like basically he was beating up drug dealers, but he was stealing the drugs and he was selling them.
Oh,
Lucky.
that's not superhero like.
He's my hero as long as he has a discount for me if I don't snitch.
I don't think that
So-
sounds like a hero. That's more like Deadpool.
Anti-hero is what you mean.
So
Yeah.
More,
you guys-
no, it's more or less Robin Hood, but with drugs.
do you guys have
I was gonna
like
say that
favorite?
or
drug
like Red
dealers
Hood,
and
but
uses
yeah.
himself.
Hold up, Ben wants to say something.
Yeah. Do you guys have
Ben,
like
talk.
I guess politicians that you see that you want to see succeed? Do you guys have like favorites? Do you guys pay attention to like
No,
as
I don't
many?
give a fuck
Andrew
about
Yang, I think he's cool.
Andrew Yang.
I like Andrew Yang too. He's smart. He's smart, and
He's
he's
very smart.
he'd be a good president.
yeah.
Honestly.
I don't think he'd be bad. I hope he runs
Kanye?
for next
Kanye,
No.
very
Kanye
good.
West,
Very good choice. Solid pick.
dumbass.
Yeah, hitting up
that
he's
guy
hitting
hasn't
up
made
that
a
one
good
guy.
album
What's his
since, like,
name?
Pablo.
Oh,
Jeffree Star.
Ronald. Hold up. No. Tonald
that's
Rump.
true or
Tonald. No. Tonald Dump.
Toronto dump.
Toronto dump, yeah.
Donald Trump.
Tronald Dump. Yeah.
Yo, I will say, even though Trump was probably the worst president in U.S. history, he has a
That's
fucking
not even
Modern
true.
history.
That's
No, he's
not
not
even
even.
true.
He's not the worst.
That's not even
Wait,
close,
wait,
actually.
Wait, compared to the people who've died of COVID, right? How many that actually no, never mind. Andrew Jackson still has a higher kill count.
I think the worst president in U.S. history
100.8 million
was
or
probably
108 million.
was probably
I can't speak.
Andrew Johnson. The most racist president in history was Andrew Johnson.
Yeah,
and
No, he was probably the most racist, but he's not the worst. Andrew Jackson literally killed thousands.
Andrew Jackson was
Yeah,
very
well,
controversial.
COVID killed
Also,
millions,
lots
but-
of veto that he did.
Controversial.
Donald Trump really said we had the greatest first term in presidential history.
Yeah. Well,
And
all right.
I meant
So Trump being even though he's the worst president in modern history,
Yeah,
like,
modern.
the dude has a dump truck ass. I will say. He's fucking
When I
packed.
was watching them debates with Ben and Connor, we fucking were looking at that shit.
Glenn, I meant controversial at the time, and I especially mean still controversial with like a national bank. I mean, that's not really controversial when you need a national bank, but you know what I mean. You know, it was in terms of like a power struggle between
no, that
Congress
makes sense. It's just
and president. Not the Trail of
Andrew
Tears.
Jackson
No.
is
Don't
always,
get me
like,
wrong.
I'll always hold him as the worst.
Yeah, not the Trail of Tears and all the shit that happened with the Native Americans and stuff. No. But you know what I mean.
Hold up, I'm gonna go get some water real quick.
Trump is by far the thickest president we have ever had.
No, that's not even true. Have you seen William
You know
Howard
who's the
Taft?
guy that
William Howard Taft?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has.
That man is the thickest man I've ever seen. God damn, he's got a dump truck. Holy.
I don't know, because Kyle's just as thick in my opinion.
Kyle's always gonna be the thickest in my heart.
That's true. True.
in your heart?
Yep.
Yeah.
I will always see him as the thickest. Chest Arnaby's a second, but you know,
Yeah, that's
I have
true.
to give it to his father.
You guys want to bet Chest Arnaby killed Kyle and Kyle stuffed in Chest Arnaby and Chest Arnaby stuffed in Kyle?
Oh my god,
wait,
he has like little controls in
what
it.
was
He's
that
going
game?
here.
Wait. What was that game?
Yeah.
That with where you had to sit at the pizza shop and the mask and that
Five
animatronic.
Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah. What happens if Chest Arnaby is one of them and he just consumed Kyle? Cause I heard something that they put the body parts of the little kids that they ate inside of the animatronics or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
That's what happened to Kyle. Kyle's stuffed in Chest Arnaby right now. The
Yeah.
Kyle we've known and loved has been dead for years. That's
He's-
Chest Arnaby.
Yeah.
It's just Chest Arnaby now. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think I think just in general with the Capitol,
Mhm.
one, obviously there was a clear distinct bias between the rioters. Okay, first off, do you think they're actually even gonna like most of them are gonna get 10 years? Because they've only rounded up about 69 people, 70 maybe,
It's not
71.
true. They were 83 arrests there, 4 people dead, 83 arrests there, and then
8 people dead now? I thought it was 4.
no, I said 4 people dead, 83 arrested or arrests.
Yeah.
And they're
Oh,
still
okay, so they upped the
hunting
number.
people down. I know the guy who stole the podium got arrested, I think.
Yeah, was he from Florida?
I don't know, something like that. Sounds like it.
Florida, man. Takes on the government.
Okay, how many
I
arrests
think
were in the Capitol?
I think this matter, don't get me wrong. I
More
don't think
arrests were made after. More
I
arrests were
don't
made
think it's
after.
specifically a party matter. Like I don't think it's like it should be
Yeah.
Democrats versus Republicans.
Well,
I
as we
think it's a
quite
matter
clearly
of the
see.
president literally staged a coup.
Yeah. I mean, we've literally seen a split in the Republican Party. I mean, the real Republicans are
Thank
calling
the
out
Lord.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord, dude.
Honestly, hopefully,
Oh.
Ben, you said something similar the other day when we were talking about it, but hopefully the Democratic Party follows suit so that
Yeah.
we can get more, leftist,
Karate
real
chop.
leftist, Democrats rather than these, socialists and just far left retards.
Dude, we need a political culling. You know what I mean? We gotta
And more
spread it
political
out.
parties is better. So then, like when we have the retard parties, you know
Oh
what I mean?
wait,
Like the
that light
far
needs to
left
be
and
on.
the far right.
Mhm.
When the far left and the far right, we don't
So,
vote
what are we on now?
such a retarded ass minority. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're still
true.
talking about political party, but I think
We're
we should
talking
move it
about
on
party
to
splits and how we want that to happen.
I think
We want
we
party
should
splits.
change topics.
Oh,
yeah. I was about to say I think we should start talking about
Can
okay.
I segue into this?
Call me minor.
So this is really like disappointing for me because like I've modeled a lot of my own content off of him. Is like he was like a big, somewhat inspiration for me on YouTube. There were 2 YouTubers that really had like a big impact on how I did my 3 YouTubers that had a big impact on my content, and that those 3 YouTubers would be Callmecarson, Zanny, and Pervy Sage. Is his name?
I don't think you were gonna say pyrocynical.
No, Pervy
that's-
Sage.
honestly, I never really liked Call Me Carson all that much, but I didn't think he was necessarily bad, at least until this.
I thought his memes were funny, but that's about it.
Yeah.
John, you think he's bad now because of this?
You
I
think
don't
he's
think
bad?
I wouldn't say bad.
No, I just never liked his content in general.
He's
I thought
just
he was funny or critical.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, he's just I don't know. Like my image of Call Me Carson just kind of like I know he's not a pedophile, and there's obviously laws to protect him, like the Romeo and Juliet law and stuff like that. I mean, it was completely legal, but the fact that he used his power to, you know,
he didn't use his
correct-
power.
He wasn't even
I
that
completely
famous at the
disagree.
time.
I think if anything, what do you do if a fan comes to you and like wants to talk to you?
fan
You just say
didn't come
no.
to him.
You say
The
no.
fan
Yeah,
didn't come to him.
yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She did.
From what I heard.
Well, no, she said no. She said she tweeted, "Call me Carson, be my boyfriend," and then he went to her. He went into her DMs.
Okay, gotcha.
But she
I
still
thought
technically initiated it.
she initiated it. Yeah.
Sure, she initiated
I
it.
mean,
But
yeah, but let's not use like EDP logic where it's like, oh, if a minor hits on me, I have to go after that. No,
Yeah.
you
We're
don't
not
have
saying
to.
He was
We're not
also
saying that.
19 at the time.
I mean,
Yeah.
but
Well, no, it's a lot more forgivable.
was
It's not
my
like EDP,
age.
where the man's like 30 years old. But like, you see my point. I don't think that should be.
It's a
like,
lot different than the
I don't think
pyro
that should be the
situation.
reasoning
do
we
Yeah.
make that line.
and I mean, just if you even just read the DMs once, even if you were to just skim them, you'd see that she didn't even want to do that stuff, and he coerced her into doing it. I mean, that was fucked, dude.
Hmm.
That's really.
I just think, like, because one, I never thought the guy was that funny to begin with. So this isn't like me just like turning. I'm not like trying to pull a Keemstar, where I was fine with the guy at first, but now that I got this juicy story, now he's like the worst human being to
Keemstar is
ever
a fucking
exist.
rat.
But
I wouldn't say
fucking
that.
rat.
But I
no,
mean,
he's a cockroach. He's not a rat. He's a cockroach. He should be
Wait,
dead. But like YouTube and its
Keem.
loopholes are the only reason he
Keemstar.
has a channel.
Killer
Yeah.
Keemstar. Let's get all the news. Sorry, I
That's
had
not
to
his
do
most iconic line, Ben. Say his most iconic.
it. I can't say
What
that,
else?
Glenn. I can't
No,
say
no,
that.
no. That was PewDiePie.
Well, it's also, I mean, it's also Keemstar. I can't say it. Oh, I can't. Never mind.
Keemstar.
No. Alex.
Is a
Wait,
stupid.
go ahead, John.
All right, you got this, Glenn.
Yeah,
You're
go
fine.
John.
No,
Go
you
John.
got this one.
Oh no, I can't say that word.
I can't say it. I'm sorry. I just can't.
POC, please. You can take the wheel.
My
on this
favorite POC. You got this.
one. Yeah.
I don't even know who you are.
Well,
No,
anywho,
we're running out of musical numbers, so like we can't do it. I can't do
Okay,
it. I don't know.
bitch.
guys.
I hate
quick-
Keemstar.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do too.
I agree. He's awful. So when I saw him and H3H3 having their beef or anything, like I think H3H3 was mostly in the right in that situation, but I hate H3
I hate
H3 a lot.
Trisha
too.
Paytas.
Yeah, me too. She's
Wait, Trisha Paytas.
She was.
Oh, I
She
know her.
literally accused James Charles of grooming Charlie D'Amelio.
Isn't he?
Wait, the fat one with blonde hair?
No. Oh, Trisha
That her?
Paytas is the fat one with blonde hair. Yeah. I thought you were going to say it's Charlie D'Amelio, the fat one with blonde hair. I was like, what?
No.
I don't think.
John
don't
gets
think-
so confused when it comes to sexuality, and it's kind of funny.
No. It's not that. It's just I don't think she has the exact grounds to accuse him of that, considering he's gay. I mean,
It's like John, whenever sexuality
Well,
comes
I
up,
mean-
John starts stuttering.
yeah, I just don't understand it. I mean, I get gay, straight, all the other stuff, but like then when they use all these made up words, it's just kind of weird.
But the situation isn't made
Duh.
up words.
Right. No. I understand that.
John, you're digging a grave for
John,
yourself.
you really just
Stop
you're digging such a
He's going
It was
down a
nice
rabbit
knowing
hole,
you.
and it's not a good rabbit hole.
Transgender is not a made up word, but there's a lot of other ones that are. I
Did
will
you
say
say
that.
transgender is a made up
okay,
word?
this is what I'll say.
said it's
Pronouns
not.
do confuse me. Pronouns confuse me a lot.
Agreed.
Pronouns, they don't necessarily confuse me, but just
Well,
like
not pronouns. I just mean like all the different, like like
It's sometimes
asexual.
just hard to tell, like some of that shit.
I've
Like
literally
not
seen
all-
people with
not
no.
asexual.
Hold up.
I mean, just
I've
the-
seen people with pronouns in their profiles that say they and them, like ZEM
I will
and
not call-
ZEY.
I am sorry. At that point, I will not call you by that pronoun. I will call you if you identify.
Here's
as
how
a
you use the they pronoun
I'll use
correctly.
Ian, but
Here's how you use the the they pronoun correctly. My Führer, they will be in the shower shortly.
I mean, okay, here's my thing.
Yeah, we're
That's
really
what
going
I
down a
mean
rabbit
by
hole this
made-up
we
episode.
really
words.
are.
That is what I mean by made up words, Kyle. That's
I
what
can
I
agree
mean.
with you on that, but you weren't specific.
Yeah, that is true.
No, John, you literally
didn't
just
wanna
now, John, you
specify.
literally spat on an entire community. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
letting
weren't
know.
specific enough. You can't just
Yeah.
go around spewing that if you don't have anything to back it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
John.
no, that's very true. Very true.
I'll be at your funeral though, bud. Don't worry.
Yeah, when they
Yeah,
cancel.
your Twitter live stream funeral.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Nah, Twitter's a dangerous place.
Does Twitter have a live stream function?
Don't mess with
I
Twitter.
don't think so, but Twitter, they. I
Twitter's
would
scary.
We'll go to your Facebook gaming funeral.
I don't have a Facebook, but it's all right.
Why is
Yeah.
Facebook gaming so popping, by the way? It's like up there with Twitch now.
Because middle-aged women exist.
No, it's like Corinna Kopf is on there too. You know Tifu's
Really?
old girlfriend?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know who that is.
She hangs out with David Dobrik a lot.
Who's David Dobrik?
Oh,
I'm
oh,
joking.
I know
That was a joke.
I know you're joking.
That was a joke.
So basically, what I was gonna say is, what do you guys think of the? We should talk about the PogChamp thing, right?
Oh yeah.
He had it coming.
Well,
That
I
guy
think-
100% deserved it
Yeah.
after what he said about
Agreed.
the Capitol.
Agreed. After I heard, like, at first I was like, wait, why are you gonna remove PogChamp? That's such a legendary emote.
wait a minute.
And then I
Did you
saw
guys-
what the dude
Knowing
said.
Twitch
Yeah.
and their track record, I was skeptical at first, but then when
Yeah.
I actually went on his Twitter to see what my
Exactly.
man said,
When I sent it to
Exactly, it was-
Connor on
it's
the
just-
first day, he was like, it was about damn time.
Yeah, that dude is a piece of shit. He's an anti-vaxxer. He's a heavy anti-vaxxer, and then he actually encouraged in the violence
I
with
totally
the
get that.
yeah, he
Capitol.
called the lady that stormed the Capitol, a magna martyr, right? That's
Mhm.
specific quotes, by the way.
Magna or
martyr.
MAGA?
One, there was
Yeah.
one of No,
Not
like
yet.
I'm MAGA, like I make America great
Yeah,
again.
you said
Like
Magna the first time.
synonym or whatever. Oh well, my bad. My point is, he called
She's
her
a
a martyr,
lava.
right? But one of the guards that were actually doing their jobs, like a
great
a
martyr.
bunch of Trump supporters, like they beat his head in with a fire extinguisher. He called that lady a martyr. Well, that guy was actually one of the few dudes that were actually doing their job on that day, and he died. Like
Mhm.
that's beyond disrespectful, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed.
No, I agree. But here's the thing. Did you guys watch Critical's video on it?
The
Yeah.
capital?
No. On the PogChamp emote.
Callmecarson?
No, I have not yet.
Oh, Paul
Okay.
can't. No,
Well,
I'm not.
basically what he said, which I agree. I mean, like, it was like, I don't know how to describe
What
it.
he said was extremely disrespectful.
It was disrespectful, but it was like he's not like, sure, he's the face of the emote, but nobody really knew who he was until now. You
That's
know what
true.
I mean?
I mean, I
They
agree.
they didn't need to remove the emote. They did not. Um,
They could
I
have
mean-
just
I mean,
kept the
They
name but
didn't
changed the
have to, but
face.
it's their
It's
company.
their
and they,
it's their
for better or
it's
for worse,
their
they get to say what gets
service.
to be there.
It's their service that they're providing us the same way how Twitter got rid of Donald Trump's Twitter account.
No, I agree.
What's
But
Ooh,
what
I
I'm
want to say
saying,
something about that in a second. I'll wait. though.
yeah, what I'm saying is,
oh yeah, we're gonna have that's gonna be fun.
what I'm saying is, I mean, I don't think it was necessarily necessary to remove the emote, but I can understand why they did it. Is what I'm
Me
trying to
just
say.
Okay.
bleeding.
Now, what I want to say is, now, this actually before we get into our opinions on which, I mean, I'm pretty sure we can all agree on the Twitter removal, but I'm just saying before we get into that, I want to say though what has also happened is now a lot of conservatives are getting removed from like Twitter and Instagram and things like that, and I think
That
as
should
long as they didn't cite violence or anything like that, I
If
don't
they
think they should
weren't
be
there, it's a little if they
Yeah,
if they,
well, I only
exactly.
I think only the people that were support, like Ted Cruz
Responsible
and
for that.
Josh Hawley. Like
And
I feel 100% that they were
Ted
responsible.
Cruz
Giuliani.
They
fucking
helped Trump incite
backtracking
that.
immediately in an interview, being like, "I never supported Trump throughout all 4 years."
Well,
exactly.
Ted Cruz, my man has like a spine made out of like wet
He
tissue
had
paper.
no, he was fucking.
Trump
He had a
literally like
strong spine.
in his campaign trail, he talked trash on his wife, right? And he still has been supporting him all the way up until here. I forgot the exact quote he
When
used, but
Cruz was running against Trump, he had a strong spine and called Trump out on his bullshit, and it's been his bitch ever since Trump won.
Yeah, exactly.
oh yeah, because now he's playing politics. He's
Yep.
playing the winning side now.
Yep. Unfortunately, that is what
Wait,
happens.
who?
with politics.
I'm sorry, I really wasn't paying attention. Who called out whose wife or talked shit about whose wife?
Trump talked about Ted Cruz's wife, but
Oh
he
yeah,
said
and then
literally
Ted
nothing
Cruz
about
is
it.
kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He is a bitch, but used to have a good spine.
I mean, not anymore.
Yeah, again, 4 years ago was when he was actually calling out Trump on his bullshit, and that ended right after the election results came in.
but I'd say okay. I don't agree with taking away conservative voices at least on social media, right? I don't agree with that.
At least
Freedom of speech
unless
all
they
the way.
incite violence
But
or they're
here's
participating in the Capitol.
But that's exactly my point, Ben. That's
Mhm.
exactly my point. It's fine as long as your words aren't inciting violence. Trump literally threw Pence under the bus, and he was going to do it to more people, and we know that. Like it's just in his personality. He's been throwing people under the bus, like both Democrat or people that used to be on his side, all like for the 4 years. It's never gotten to such a point until now because obviously he lost the election.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like Mike Pence. I mean, he's a raging homophobe.
Yeah. What's wrong with the
Uh,
LGBT BBQ points? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
uh, I mean, but he,
That was sarcasm, by the way.
Yeah, we
Please don't
know.
lose
yeah,
Yeah.
we could
Yep.
hear it. Yep. But I mean, he at least he won't talk shit on people if it's unwarranted or unnecessary. You know what I mean?
He's
He
look.
at
He
least
won't
has-
incite violence.
He is very
Yeah.
he has very extreme opinions in my opinion. But
I
I
agree.
think that
Oh, yeah.
also he's respectful at least in terms of politics most of the time. And that's one thing I'll credit.
Well,
give him credit.
not what. I mean, I think he's respectable in terms of how he carries himself
Respectful,
in a
not
public
respectable.
outing, but his policies and his views in general, Pence, I sincerely hope his political career
Is
dies
his
after
social
this is
his
inaugurated.
His
political
social
views on
justice looks are not too great.
or
Glenn,
yeah, they're not
Ben-
good.
I
Agreed.
agree, but Glenn, Ben didn't say respectable. He said respectful.
He's
Penn
respectful.
is
Yeah,
He
yeah,
respectful
acts.
of
yeah, yeah.
people, the way he
Yeah.
acts towards people. But
He at least
I
has
wouldn't
a good
exactly call him a
personality towards.
respectful
I
guy.
have
but he's
okay,
respectful
so
of
this is
people.
like this is allegedly, but like so I have a family friend who lives in Washington D.C. and apparently they saw Mike Pence walk out of a gay bar.
Oh yeah, there's been things going
Right.
around with him actually being gay. There was like
Well,
pictures or
well,
something
there's
that
that
came
Well,
out.
it makes
that
sense. I
happens all
mean,
the
the
time.
most anti-gay people are usually gay themselves.
Yeah,
Then they
they're
can't
just
face it, like Mr. Garrison.
exactly. Wait, who?
You wouldn't get it.
Oh, is this
You
a-
wouldn't get
oh, wait a minute. Is this another South Park reference?
Oh, by the
you
way,
guys gotta watch
Ben,
that.
Ben, Braden, who joined the server, huge South Park guy.
Oh, thank
He's
God.
gonna be
Yes, we
in
got
with our
another one.
jokes.
We got another one. Let's go.
I haven't watched South Park in years. In my opinion, it just really fell off.
I think it
Yeah,
fell
I
off in
agree.
some aspects. I think in terms
It
of
still
consistency.
kept up with what it was doing. I mean, like,
Okay, it's nowhere near as bad as Family Guy. How that
yeah,
felt.
fuck
I
Family
agree.
Guy.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, but Family Guy's
Family
nowhere
Guy
near
and
as The
American
Simpsons,
Dad,
though.
fuck them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Simpsons is the king of being the worst in terms of
Literally,
quality.
no, Ben. Like, literally, the pandemic special ended with them saying #fuck the Simpsons or cancel the Simpsons. It's like #cancel the Simpsons.
Oh my God, dude, that's so good. That's
I like
God.
how.
They should.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I agree.
One of the whatchamacallit? That there's one protest, Kyle, you said for the 17th, and there's another one for the 20th. And the Simpsons
No,
Not
it was
protest.
the
protest.
17th is supposed to
not
be an
protest,
attack.
but you know what I was trying to say. The 17th and the 20th are both attacks, right? And the Simpsons in their pandemic special, they had it as January 20th, 2021, and it's just Washington D.C. and all hell.
Yeah, no, it was Springfield and all hell.
No, it was Washington D.C. It literally said Washington D.C. in the clip. I saw the clip. I
I
didn't
thought
watch
it because
the
it showed Homer
it
on
said-
top of his house.
No, it said Washington D.C.
Hmm.
At least in the clip I saw. Because I didn't actually watch the episode, because fuck the Simpsons. But yeah, I
Gotcha.
just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I watched The Simpsons for the predictions.
We're talking
Yeah.
mad trash on like
Yeah,
so many
I'm
people in this
glad-
episode.
Yeah,
We are.
I'm glad that The Simpsons is ending, because I don't want to know the future of the Earth anymore. I'd rather just watch
Wait, it's
the
ending?
plot unfold.
Is it
When?
ending?
It's ending. The pandemic special, I think, was the final episode.
What? No, the final episode for
Really?
now. Are you kidding me? Disney's pumping too much money out from it to stop.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, about to say I didn't hear anything
Fuck
about them
Disney,
dying.
dude.
the
Fuck
Simpsons
them
was
wrong.
renewed. May 17th, 2020. The Simpsons it's done.
Hold up, wait
Really?
a minute. I'm googling
Nope, it's still
this.
here. I'm looking.
It got renewed from 2019 to 2020, and then it's done.
The Simpsons is finally ending after 30 years, according to the show's composer Dan Elfman. Fox has renewed the cartoon for two more series, which will see new episodes until 2021. But Danny has heard that The Simpsons is in its final year, so there's going to be spin-off series. It's not technically
Yeah,
going
so
to
they're
be
not
over.
really killing it then.
They've renewed
well,
two
what
new
I read-
series.
Okay. See, I saw that The Simpsons was just it's over. That's
The Simpsons, yeah, but not the Simpsons verse.
Yeah.
You know what
The
they need to do? They
Simpsonverse.
need to kill the Simpsons, like actually kill the Simpsons, right?
Nuke 'em.
And bring back Futurama.
True.
Futurama wasn't bad. That one, it's a lot funnier than The Simpsons.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
liked in the one episode where they had the crossover and they literally made fun of how like unoriginal Bender's design was and Homer's design, like how they're basically the same, just one's a robot.
Yeah.
true. Oh, okay. So guys, 10 years ago was the release of Bob's Burgers. I've never watched Bob's Burgers, but I just thought that would be.
I've only
interesting
seen
to be in
it like when
conversation.
when I wake up in a
Peanut
sweat at
Belcher's hot.
1:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry, I'm reading.
Huh?
We were talking about how Bob's Burgers has been out for 10 years. God fuck.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Today.
Well, didn't the
Anniversary.
creator pass? Or
The
one of
lead animator, I think you meant. right?
Oh, right. Yeah, the lean animator.
The man
that's
who always
unfortunate.
took the public bus on his way to work, finishing up the animation for that episode.
That's
Wow.
hilarious. That is so funny.
No,
What
Bob's
a
Burgers was
quirky
so
guy.
poorly animated.
It really was.
Again, it was animated on a moving bus.
Actually, yeah, we just not my style of animation. I don't think really anyone.
Like
Yeah,
Family
hopefully,
Guy's
but-
better than Bob's Burgers.
yeah. But Family Guy's animation, like they have, like as much as the show is shit, they have some really good like ragdoll animation. You know what I mean? Like when they die and fall.
I
and
agree
shit
with
like
that.
Also, the fight between Peter and the chicken.
And the chicken.
Yeah.
What do you think about Peter versus Homer? What do you think of that fight?
That fight, I think
Wasn't a
I
bad
think they
fight.
nerfed Homer a little bit so Peter would stand a chance.
Yeah.
I do think they nerfed Homer a little bit.
Yeah, he could choke his son.
He
What could
did
Peter
choke
do?
Peter like he choked his son, though. And then,
Yeah,
and
I
then
do
no,
remember.
that was actually a pretty funny moment because he started choking out Peter, and then he was like, "Oh my god, what the hell was that?" He's like, "Don't be such a wuss. I do it to my son all the time." He's like, "No wonder your son's fat and masturbates all day." He's like, "No, that's your son."
That kind of hit a little too close to home.
Yeah.
Speaking of being fat, I went on the scale a couple days ago, or a few days ago, and I was like, wow, I don't like what I
Sorry,
see
that
there.
Transition.
Speaking of being fat, I'm down 9 pounds since 5 days ago.
Dude,
Nice.
dog.
I went on the
Yeah.
scale and I was like, I don't like this. So as of recently, I started, consistently working out. I mean, hopefully I'll stay consistent. I plan on it. I'm not eating anything unhealthy. My brother tried to tempt me by making cookies, and I didn't. Even though I walked by them like 50 times, I never ate them. So I'm proud of myself.
This isn't sponsoring, but like
I've settled,
Noom
I
has
think
been
I've settled on being fat. I think I'm gonna be cute fat and stay like that. I'm gonna maintain the same level of fatness.
the
if not
for
lose a few
me
pounds.
for me right now. I'm trying to get down to 200 pounds again. So yeah, something I'm using to help me with that is this thing called Noom. We're not sponsored, obviously, but Noom is really fucking good.
Sponsor
Like,
them anyway. That way they might sponsor us next episode.
but
Yeah,
no, Noom is really fucking good. It doesn't just tell you what to eat, what not to eat. It says you can eat anything. Gives you like a daily amount of calories you should eat. You log all your meals. You weigh in every morning. It gives you a daily step goal, and if you don't meet that goal that day, the next day's goal is minus 300 steps, and if you make that goal, the next day is plus 300 steps.
Mhm. Yeah. I think those apps are really good as long as you don't become a slave.
The
to
other
them.
thing is they
know what I
also
mean?
go through courses. Like they teach you about like what makes food like more unhealthy. Like they go through like caloric density and stuff like that. And
Yeah, that is the biggest thing to losing weight or gaining weight is caloric density. And I think the fitness industry and I think that health professionals in general underestimate caloric density in terms of foods. For example, you can actually, I think actually not, it's not healthy. It's not like a really healthy option or anything, but eating like non-buttered, like popcorn, but not a lot of it, but some popcorn, it's low in calories. The caloric density is very small, yet it's filling because you can eat a lot of it
What
and
it-
you won't consume a lot of calories.
what they say
and
is with
It's a
oh
good
sorry.
strategy.
What they say with
That's what I was gonna
Noom is to eat more foods that have a lot of water in it. Like a better choice. I mean, they'd be the same amount of calories, but like between 80 calories in raisins and 80 calories in grapes, you should go with the grapes because they got a lower caloric density. I think the right way is because they have more water in them, and that would help you.
Yeah,
more.
exactly. Because
Hmm.
you can eat more when there's a lower caloric density. You can eat more of that food, and it will make you more satiated. And that's how you can kind of trick your
Yeah.
body into, hey, I'm getting enough energy to maintain, because your body wants you to maintain, if not actually eat your brains out most of the time. But now if you're strategic about it, you can actually trick your mind and your body into saying, oh, I hunted
Yeah.
today and I ate a giant boar, and you really didn't eat a giant boar. You know what I mean?
Ate
So
a bunch of grapes.
yeah,
But yeah, on a completely different note, Twitter has
We're
hit the
sponsored by
most-
Weight Watchers, by the way.
yeah, we
Oh,
are
yeah.
actually. Yeah.
We're all fat. Actually,
Fuck Weight
That's-
Watchers.
Ben, shut up. Not
ironic
Ben.
because I'm
John,
John,
shut
shut
up.
the fuck up,
anyone
you
here.
spaghetti noodle looking motherfucker.
You got my
Hey,
stomach, dude.
I've been
Yeah, you
pretty
shut up.
slight.
We're the only fat ones here.
Yeah. I mean, well, all right.
I'm trying to push
Anyway,
out my stomach as much
Twitter
as
has
possible.
hidden a post from Iran supreme leader after he promoted a coronavirus vaccine conspiracy theory, claiming that the country could not trust British and American vaccines.
Wait, who put that out?
Twitter hid the supreme leader of Iran's um tweet after he said that they can't trust the British and American COVID vaccines.
Did a leader in Iran say that they can't trust the government?
Iran is one of the
Iran's
most.
supreme leader said that.
Look,
The
when you call
supreme
your
leader of
lead,
Iran said that.
when you have a person named the supreme leader,
Snoke.
and they actually get to choose who actually gets elected for government. They get to choose the president. They get to choose the prime minister. In governments like that, that's not really it's a free democracy. It's a liberal democracy. It's not.
Yeah.
He might have a point. Like, I'm not saying the guy's right, but even if there is some accuracy to what he's saying, I don't want to hear it from that guy. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah. I mean, he tried to already meddle with the election. You guys didn't hear this is like a news story of like a month or two ago.
Oh yeah.
It had to be a month or two. It had to be like 2 months ago. But basically what happened is he had people send emails to people saying like, oh, if you don't vote for this person, then like it was like threatening stuff. It was like actually scary
Wait,
emails.
what candidate was he trying to support?
He was trying to get Trump out of office because you know how hard he is on foreign policy against countries, especially the Middle Eastern stuff. And
Okay, so we got
that was
Iran
interesting.
trying to push the opposite party, and you got Russia trying to push Trump.
And you got China, allegedly trying to
Yeah.
push by. It's a mess. Politics are just a mess, especially presidential election. There's always been there's never been a true like non-fraud election. Honestly,
I mean,
I
before
doubt it.
the internet was a thing.
Right.
I mean,
Right. Yeah. True. In terms of presidential elections, I mean, unfortunately, people don't care about senator and House of Rep elections, but
oh, I mean, you're supposed to, because don't get me wrong, stuff like the president is important, but what's
of course.
really important are the people like in your own state.
Yeah, exactly. Your state government's important, and I think I think local government's really important too. You got to vote. I think people should participate more in politics, stay, and I think people now just vote out of just they see something and they're like, you know what, this seems. I want to vote for this. I want to vote for that without looking further beyond and doing some more research. You know what I mean? And I think that's just.
Well, yeah, because there were some people that voted for Trump just solely because of guns, abortion, and
Oh yeah, of course.
the fact that he was a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
Some people voted because they just hated. They voted for Biden simply because he was blue or he worked with Obama or.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
I mean, he's not Trump,
look,
and
you
I
can
don't think
have.
that's the right thing to do.
It's
I
okay
mean,
if you have those
I agree.
ideas. It's alright if you have those ideas,
Yeah.
but that can't be your only basis. Or it shouldn't be. It shouldn't
Yeah,
be your
you
only
have
basis
to
voting for
actually
someone.
yeah, because you're supposed to not to cut you off, Ben, but obviously when we're all allowed to vote, when I'm allowed to vote, I'm not going to be just voting for myself. I also
Mhm.
your vote. You shouldn't just think about yourself. You should think about just the community in general, like everyone.
Agreed.
You should
Agreed.
try to vote for the best,
Or for
the
a better
best of
future.
everyone, not just who
Yeah.
you like.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And yeah, I mean, never
Yeah.
mind.
I don't know. On a completely different note, the COVID vaccines. I don't know. Hopefully it'll be we'll get this
I've had
thing
a few friends
straightened
and
away.
family members who have gotten the vaccine.
Yeah. My
Because
grandmother got the vaccine. She said she felt
Cool.
fine and everything.
my Aunt Kelly is one of the I don't remember what one of the lead people at the hospital around you guys, because I don't live there anymore. So she's like one of, I think, lead nurses or some shit over there. I have another family friend named Jerry, who works at Temple Hospital. They both gotten their vaccines. My cousin Abby, who works at a nursing home and a speech pathologist, I think. She also just got the vaccine the other day.
Yeah. Although the vaccine, like, I think it's a common misconception that the vaccine provides immunity when it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Hmm. And
Um,
even if
It's
you
not a
had
cure.
and yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And people also My dad actually just told me this. They just found out that 60% of COVID infection rates are caused by people who are asymptomatic. You know,
Yeah.
and so people
Oh yeah, because they don't even know that they're giving it to people.
exactly, and it
Exactly.
makes sense. I mean, but it's unfortunate. You know,
Mhm.
that's yeah.
Yep. So at the people at the Capitol, a lot of those people didn't believe in wearing masks. So that's like 10,000 people breathing on top of each other.
Oof. Yeah.
At least
Oof.
I'd say at
That's
least a
spicy.
couple hundred of them. I wouldn't say there were really 10,000 people like 10,000 people there.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, they
Really?
reported it. Yeah.
Really?
Like,
Well,
yeah.
thing is,
Well, I
with
mean, I could
that,
be
like,
wrong,
there
but
at
that's
least
what I
has
heard on
to
the
be.
news.
I mean, if there's 10,000 people there, then at least at the very minimum, 1,000 people got COVID.
That's horrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Terrible even.
yeah. Serves them right though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not the people that got it just because they were walking by and, one of those crazies. But yeah.
I hate how COVID got politicized immediately,
Oh
and
yeah.
and I hate
Well,
how
that's because Trump
still
tried to
is.
say that, yeah, well, basically what Trump said about COVID, right, was that it wasn't any worse than a flu, right? And that the Democrats were only using it as a political ploy to undermine his leadership when he actually knew about the virus for months before it
Agreed.
actually hit.
Yeah, agreed. That was
I mean,
awful.
we wouldn't
And
even
It's
have
completely his fault.
COVID.
oh
We
yeah.
wouldn't even have COVID in America if I mean, that's not
Well,
entirely true because
Pelosi's also a problem with that too. If you guys know what happened with Pelosi.
what'd she do? I didn't hear about
She
that.
basically, when she also knew about COVID, she said, no, don't, she said, she basically encouraged Chinese people to keep on going into the US, even
Uh,
with COVID, you know. So she said, come to Chinatown, she that was like a big thing with her when it was at the same time when Trump didn't shut down the country. So, or
That's I mean, I mean the
didn't
Chinese
Well, I
government.
feel bad for the
All,
Chinese citizens,
agreed.
but in a
yeah.
situation like this, I'm not sure if this is a hot take or not. It's kind of got to be us or them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
unfortunately,
I
and
agree.
it's
At
really
least for
sad
the
it comes
moment,
to
because
that
China, like, it is bad over there in China. Like, it is horrible, and I feel terrible.
for a lot of
But
reasons.
like,
Oh, hey
if
guys,
we're not sure if they're coming in with a virus,
Yeah. Well, I don't
hey,
think anyone should be allowed into the country. And with the border, I mean, there was still a way that COVID would come in through America, and that's from
oh, it
the
was gonna come here
border.
regardless. It's just a matter of the fact that our leader was supposed to, like,
and we
kind
could
of
have been
Yeah,
more
lessen
prepared
the
for it
blow.
that
for
true.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So
Yeah.
so the thing is, what do you guys think about North Korea's way of taking care of coronavirus?
Oh, I think it's
You
great.
have
Oh, you
the
mean burning people
coronavirus. You're
alive?
gone. You never were born.
You never existed.
Yeah,
You never
coronavirus.
existed.
I don't even know who you are.
Okay.
What's this coronavirus?
Yeah, okay.
What's happening with Kim Jong Un and that? Like, isn't he in a coma or something, or is he not in a
That
coma?
was
Or is he
No, he
murdered.
was just
dead?
doing that just to see if anyone
Would
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 celebrate his
care.
death.
Oh,
No,
Well,
not
the
care.
entire
He wanted to see
world
if anyone would celebrate, so that he would know that they're a political traitor, and
he put them on the
burn
list.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entire world
You're
cheered
going to
except for Dennis Rodman.
Brazil.
The entire
And
world cheered except for Dennis Rodman.
and
Yeah,
and here's another thing with COVID as well. I don't think the numbers
they
are
have
in
such a
terms.
passionate romance, by the
I
way.
think
Yeah.
some of the number. I think
Honestly,
there
I
has
think
been. Okay, never mind.
I'm
You can go.
sorry. No. All right. I honestly I think Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong Un have a better like romance than whatever the British. You know what I mean? How the like it was a big thing
Boris
with the British
Johnson.
people. No. Like the king and the queen or whatever the fuck they are. I don't know. I don't keep up with British.
I don't know. Who cares?
Queen
Ben,
Elizabeth.
what were you saying?
I think they have I think, in my opinion, they have the
Queen
best romance in the
Elizabeth.
entire world. They
You
have a
said the
better
Queen.
romance than Kanye West and Jeffree Star.
Okay.
Even
All right.
though that's not true.
Even though that never happened, apparently, and
Yeah.
that was all fake. But anyways, what I was gonna say is I think also because of how politicized COVID was, some of the numbers were falsified in certain regards. I think some COVID cases weren't reported, and I also think that wow, that was very loud. My dad's watching a movie, and I can hear it.
We didn't
Anyways,
hear it. Don't worry about it.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so but also hospitals.
Oh, Rip Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Wait, Glenn's back.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So also hospitals reported overly reported COVID deaths because they got more money for doing so. I mean, honestly, I don't really
Yeah.
blame hospitals for doing that too much because, I mean, you got to do
mean,
whatever
more
you got to do
money,
to get
more
funding.
money.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but still, it doesn't. It's not a good thing either. It's
At
definitely
the
not a
same
good thing.
time,
Well,
I
the
don't know.
entire situation's not a good
Oh, I think
thing.
China
that
Exactly.
doesn't justify it. It's
I
just
think
I
China
yeah.
lied about
I agree.
their
I'll be right back.
death
Gotcha.
rates. China definitely
Actually,
lied.
I think we should
sure.
end it here. To being
Yeah.
honest, because we're at an hour now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. True.
All right.
Okay, but thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Fuck 12.